Welcome to the morning tea. Happy Wesley Wednesday. Yes.
What Wesley say?
What Wesley say? Actually, we have a lot to say today, you guys, with this absolutely wild report about Tristan Thompson, a DNA test that took place earlier this year, that he fathered another child, allegedly, speculation, not confirmation. Although I will say, I did a very deep dive. I was, you know, I need LASIK, Courtney, so I was having to definitely zoom into the receipts that are surfacing online. Oh, it was at least 4 zoom-ins, but I have to say the receipts are compelling.
Maddison, we got tagged in something over on an additional blog, Gossip of the City. Shout out to Gossip of the City. Shout out to that person that tagged us, by the way. And I have to admit that initially I went, oh! And then I went, of course. Me and Maddison called it, duh. Like, you know what I mean? I said, girl, I'm the person that's not supposed to be surprised. We called this. Like, you know what I mean? A lot is happening, Maddison.
No, it's absolutely crazy, and I cannot wait to get into it with the Tea Tribe. Also, now the rest of the world is catching up with us that Khloe might be pregnant with her second child, and I'm dying because someone else, I think Kardashian Clips, that Instagram account, was like, is Khloe pregnant? And another Tea Tribe member, I don't remember who you are, but I was cackling with my parents last night. I was like, I'm dying because the Tea Tribe member was like, at Maddison, at Courtney, the rest of the world's catching up when the Tea Tribe's been knowing that Khloe's pregnant again. And I was like, this is why
Maddison,
I love that.
You know that we have built up sort of the reputation of being like the Kardashian Central. Like, you know those Hollyscoop people, they talk about the Kardashians every day. But look how we come in handy. Look how we keep y'all in the know with the mini updates so that when the world is like, oh my God, you can sit warm and fuzzy on your couch with your kids like, didn't we already know that, kids? And the kids is like, yeah, we know.
Exactly. Also, yes, Fancy Nancy, this would be a third child if this story is true. This would be a third child and a third baby mama. We also have others. Yes, don't forget about Jordan Craig. Also, we'll get there, but think about waking up today being Jordan Woods. Like, LOL, would I be so relaxed? No,
I got a pocket for the sunshine. I got a love, and I know that it's all mine. Oh, hey, whoa, hey,
wow, yay! Literally, I would wake up and pop some champagne and be like, "My life is fantastic, fabulous, expensive, and exquisite." But you guys, other than that, we also are going to talk about Britney Spears, James Charles, a lot about Colleen Ballinger, and the video she uploaded. That's a whole situation and a freaking half as well.
Oh, we're getting down in the dumps, girl. As Wendy Williams will say, we're getting down in the basement today. We're down in the basement.
We are going deep. Deep. We also talking about
Colleen in that situation.
Calling in the panties. She confirmed she did send the panties, and I also hate the word panties. We're also talking about Robert Pattinson, Sophie Turner, Joe Jonas, Ariana Grande, Justin and Hailey. This Justin and Hailey situation. Hailey's talking more about the marriage, opening up again, this time for Hillsong. I literally can't even, and it is...
Hailey, now, sometimes you might need to...
Also, I'm sorry I always get so close to my screen, but like literally, when I just feel the intensity of the story, I just feel like I need to be really close to you guys.
I want to make sure everyone hears me. You see me getting serious. I'm like, all right, guys, now this is the tea. This is really the tea because I moved close to the microphone. Y'all need to hear this. Get all this good stuff right here.
I don't know why we both feel the need to do that. Like, obviously, you guys can hear us wherever we're sitting, like, with the mics. But just you and I, when we really need to make a point, like, I go in and you just go to this. You know it's going down if we're getting closer to y'all. You know. We also are talking about KYLIE, you guys. We have an update on Kim and Kanye. And then, like I said, we'll get into all of the Khloe and Tristan mess that is happening today. What a Wednesday. Sometimes this does not happen on Wednesdays.
It's a whirlwind.
It is. It's a whirlwind. Also, I'm laughing at Mercedes because Mercedes said, I lean into my phone, Maddison. I get it. Yes, I love it. Ash said, have you guys watched Colleen's video? Yes, I watched it on Double Time. Shout out to you for teaching me how to watch things on Double Time when you just need the T and you don't need to speak.
You sped up Colleen?
Oh, I sped it up. I did not have time this morning. I was like, Colleen confirmed she sent the underwear. Here we go. Speed it up. Let me know. What are we apologizing for today? I don't have time.
Y'all should have been there the day in the office that I taught Maddison. Like, I think it might have been the Dramageddon stuff, Maddison, trying to get through the top
I think
videos.
It was.
And I was like, Maddison, girl, you could just click that little icon and speed it on up. And before you know it, 15 minutes, girl.
Woo! I was like, this is a life-changing tool. It really is. Like, wow.
It's the game changer, girl.
I'm so happy. Also, Wesley is here. He said, this Wesley Wednesday is probably the juiciest of all so far. And honestly, Wesley, honestly, we also have Miss Mika with a 5, 6, 7, 8.
Miss Mika, nice to meet ya. Miss Mika, she on fleeka. Miss Mika, she loves the tea, ya. And we see ya. Miss Mika, go Mika, go Mika, go Mika. Happy Wednesday to Mika. Hey, Meeks.
Happy Wednesday, Mika. We have Gabby Davis. This is what I love when there is something new to the tea, like Colleen. We always need something new. And yes, Gabby, exactly. You guys know we are always looking for fresh tea to bring you guys. Actually, that's what Courtney and I talk about this in so many. You guys, there's a lot more aspects to Hollyscoop than just the morning tea. Just so you all know, it's a lot of other things that happen.
Y'all, there's so many moving pieces up in here.
Honestly, too many moving pieces sometimes.
And it's us and one more. A lot more people.
Literally. But Courtney and I always talk about, that's our favorite part about the morning tea, is that we get to talk with you guys about so many other people and so many new people and have these really great discussions. And this Colleen story is a perfect example of that because, you know, Daily Rewind, we only got 10 minutes sometimes. And sometimes people like Colleen just don't make the cut.
Maddison, I was laughing because sometime last week I alluded to that situation with Colleen on the show. I forget which episode it was. And it was only a few of y'all in the chat that was like, oh my God, Colleen. Oh my God, Colleen. But we didn't get into it. Now, clearly, I was looking in the crystal ball and I didn't even realize it because now here we are. Because I was waiting, Maddison. From the day I alluded to it, I've been waiting on Colleen's apology all of this time. I'm ready to see how y'all feel about that.
No, completely agree. I've been waiting on her apology too because I kind of saw the grumblings of this, but you guys know sometimes with certainty, we have to be very careful about how we handle certain stories and situations. And this one was a bit sticky, but now that Colleen has come out and confirmed the news, and I mean, she's apologizing, but she's also admitting that she did send a 17-year-old her underwear. It's the floodgates are open. The floodgates are officially open.
And that boy wasn't even 17 when he got them undergarments. He wasn't even 17, Maddison. He wasn't even.
It's just not good. It's just not good.
It's not good.
I will say she did seem sincere.
Oh yeah.
Ish.
Oh yeah.
You know, I thought I was like, okay, I'm not getting any fake vibes. This is not a James Charles style apology. I'm feeling some authenticity.
Maddison, I want to wait until we get there before we really dive into Colleen's corner. I really would like to.
I know. Colleen's corner. Yes. We also have Manuel. Is Normani and Dua Lipa doing a collab together? Yes. We talked about this yesterday. They are doing a collab, and it will be on Dua Lipa's deluxe edition of Future Nostalgia, but she hasn't released when that's coming yet, sadly.
I need it. It's good. If you're waiting on Normani and Dua, just know it's good. It's very good. And I'm glad, even though I was upset it didn't make the original, I'm glad that we're getting it in some capacity because it's that good.
Yes, and you should still stream Future Nostalgia because Dua Lipa does not get the credit and love that she deserves. Courtney and I will scream about that pretty much any opportunity we get because Dua Lipa, I don't know why people freaking sleep on her. She's so good.
Madison, I listened to Future Nostalgia, no lie, yesterday. I listened to it 3 times back to back without even realizing it. The album is so short that before you know it, I was on my 3rd revolution on levitating and going off. It's only 30 minutes. It goes by so fast.
And it's good. No skips. No skips. That is key. Okay, we have Shamar, and then we're going to get into the tea. Shamar said, seeing Courtney's good morning to Jordan tweet at 11:28 a.m. was the freaking bat signal to get my butt here this morning. LOL.
That is when I woke up and I saw the chaos, girl, and all I did was tweet good morning to Jordan Woods and Jordan Woods only. Now that's the tea, because she's the only one having a good one.
That's the tea. Okay, let's go ahead and pour it up, you guys. Let's get into it. Also, shout out to Mary. Mary said, catching you live for once. You two are so fun. Thank you, Mary. We're so happy you were able to catch us live. And we also have Tracy, just started watching and love the tea. Tracy, welcome to the Tea Tribe. We're so happy to have you.
Welcome. You're looking good today. It's good to have you.
Yes. And shout out to Christina. Sorry, this caught my eye and it's making me laugh. I made my husband breakfast early because I didn't have the time to miss the Tea Tribe. And Christina, of all days to make your hubby breakfast early, fantastic pick. Fantastic pick today.
We're going to get into it today.
Oh, okay, this is kicking it off with Britney Spears tea. This is actually just a little nostalgic moment, and I think that you're going to love this too. So do you remember the movie Crossroads, the 2002 movie with Britney Spears, an iconic film?
I haven't seen it in a while, but I own it.
Okay, so Crossroads is amazing. It was one of my favorite movies growing up. My two childhood best friends and I would always be Britney. My friend Kelsey would be the one who got pregnant. You know, like we really loved Crossroads. It was our life. And I still love that movie, even though it is not the best, but whatever, it's fine. But anyway, Justin Long, who was Britney Spears' like high school boyfriend, remember they tried to hook up and it goes awry. He recently told Us Weekly that he hasn't seen the movie in a long time, but now he's thinking about busting it out for quarantine. And then he has his own podcast, which he recently reflected on what it was like to meet Britney, just because, you know, all of the things that people say about Britney these days. And she is, we're worried, you know? But he said that yes, exactly. And he said this movie was actually filmed at like the peak of Britney's fame. But he said he remembers her being so nice and so down to earth. And he remembered being disarmed, like super taken back about how normal she was. Like she was just super chill, didn't let fame get to her head, and was really fun to work with.
I love that. Maddison, it's a little sad, but not all the way, because I wish that Justin could get Britney and the girls together to do like how we talked about yesterday with Hilary Duff and Lizzie McGuire cast. It don't have to be the whole movie, but iconic scene. I wish they could do like a Zoom reading to get the nostalgia going. But I'm glad that he said something positive about her.
Me too, because I feel like that's not always the case. And I also feel like with everything that's in the news right now about Britney, seeing something that was refreshingly positive, I loved it. And I love that movie. So it had, sorry guys, selfish edition, it had to make the docket. Like,
no, that's important.
Sorry, not sorry. It was a very important film back in the day. And if you haven't seen it, I'm sure it's on Amazon and we can rent it and watch it and it will be great.
Maddison, my best friend performed I'm Not a Girl, Not Yet a Woman in the 8th grade talent show. I will never forget. I said, now, girl, you better have your Crossroads moment. She got right up on that stage and she said, I'm not a girl. Everyone in the audience. Shout out to
in
Leanne.
8th grade. Yes, Leanne. I stand that you did that in 8th grade so hard. I can't even describe it. That's amazing. But let's move on and talk about James Charles, and then we're going to get into Colleen. But James Charles, you guys, also shout out to everyone who loved Crossroads. I see you in the chat, and this is why I love the Tea Tribe. We really all do have the same taste, and shout out to all of us for having fantastic taste in old movies. So James Charles recently spoke to E! News and said that he wishes to be a positive force in the beauty community. So this is why he chose to organize the biggest beauty collab in history for charity with influencers like him, Bretman Rock, Nikita Dragon. They all did the Pass the Brush challenge to raise money for COVID-19 relief. James said it's a 15-minute video that proves there's a sense of solidarity amongst influencers despite all the drama that's gone down over the years.
Okay. Is this out already? The 15-minute video is out already?
I believe it's out.
I have not seen it. I'm going to be honest with y'all, Tea Tribe. I have not seen this video yet. Immediately, my first question is, and feel free to let me know because I'm sure y'all have seen it. Black people are in the video. Can we see Jackie Aina in the video? Can we see any of like our main Black girls, the beauty girls in the video? Right. Leslie is saying Bretman is the best part of the collab, and I imagine that this is the clip that I keep seeing on my Twitter where he's like, why am I trending? I wonder if it's that. I understand, Maddison, to step away from Black people being in James Charles's content because we know that rattles the girls.
People are saying no, Courtney, by the way. No.
Wait, people are saying no?
Someone said yes.
No,
and then other people are saying no.
No.
Patrice said no. Cece Foe said no. Wesley said no.
Okay, let me say this before I jump to conclusions. Maddison, let me try to be fair and say maybe James reached out and they said no because of us believing what we believe about him. Maybe I can say that, because I can't say that if James asked me to be part of something and I was a top beauty girl doing my own thing with my own platform where I could do my own charity thing, I can't say that I would want to jump on the bandwagon on what he's doing, knowing that what it would look like. I understand that he wants to be a positive force, and this is a step, but it's a step. I can't really be like, he's changed off of one step. I don't even know if I really believe it all the way, if we're being honest. We're just being honest. But I mean, shout out to him for trying to pull a positive PR move, I guess. To me, Maddison, if we're honest, so, and I'm gonna make this relate, 6ix9ine tried to donate $200,000 to like a children's relief charity, and they said no because of his past with his child allegations, charges, what have you. So I imagine that some Black creators may feel like if they were approached by James Charles, like, sure, it's for a good cause, but knowing the kind of person that he is, I don't know if I would want to align my brand with that.
Right. No, exactly.
And it is,
yeah, and it is for a good cause. And we've been able, this whole situation, this whole crazy time, I feel like you and I have been able to put our feelings aside for people that are doing a good thing. And we've talked about it a lot, like even Miley and Cody, Sean and Camila, like depending on how we feel about people, we're able to put it aside slightly if they are doing a good thing. And although we don't necessarily, yeah, I know, I'm seeing no, all no's. And while I still disagree with pretty much everything James Charles does, at least he raised money.
At least he raised money. But I'm with Music Lover 8594, period. No, Jackie Aina, I'm gonna have to pass. I can't lie. I didn't even know about this, Maddison, because as y'all know, I have James muted on everything. So I didn't even know. I knew Brett Mill was trending, and I imagine it's for this. But shout out to him, I guess.
Yep. Okay, let's move on and talk about Colleen Ballinger. Talk about Colleen Ballinger. So you guys, this whole Colleen Ballinger scandal started a few weeks back when a now 17-year-old boy from Ireland uploaded a video where he accused Colleen Ballinger for one, not paying him for tweets that he posted to the Miranda Sings account, and two, for sending him a pair of her bra and underwear. This was pretty much contained on the internet for the most part, but it has since blown up to the point that Colleen felt the need, she needed to finally address it, and I agree. She posted a video titled Addressing Everything on her vlogs channel, and she did confirm that she did send him her bra and underwear. She said it was a joke. She said that she did a live stream where she was giving away clothes. The bra and underwear were part of that live stream giveaway. She actually forgot to send it to him. He tweeted her asking where it was, and she proceeded to send it. She said it was a complete inside joke within her fandom, that she gives away stuff all the time that's a little weird. She was like, I give away bobby pins, dirty shoes. I sent someone a slice of toilet paper, or a piece of toilet paper. I don't know why I just called it a slice. Anyway, she said, she does weird stuff all the time, so this was no different. And then as far as the tweets, she said that she often hires fans to do stuff for her. They've done merch, other things, edit. And she said the process she goes through is like she'll give them a test, and then if they pass her little test or her little trial, she'll hire them and they will get paid through her company. So she said the boy did get access to the Miranda Sings account for one day. He sent her a list of things that he wanted to tweet. She admits she did not read them, skimmed through them. She was like, I was breastfeeding. I remember I just told him, like, go, have at it. Something inappropriate was tweeted. She took ownership of it, deleted it, and then basically told him to log out, and the ties were cut until she heard from his mom regarding compensation.
Maddison, and also Mom Tribe, this is a story for y'all, right? Because I really want to bring something to the table that hasn't really been as discussed because people are so focused on the Colleen aspect of this. Now, I do think it's important to note that although I do believe, for the most part, Colleen's apology was sincere, Maddison, something that left more to wonder about was, and she did address this, she said, I don't want to put receipts up with the boy because the boy's mother asked me to not talk about him anymore. But that boy, Maddison, came in his video and he had screenshots from DMs where it appeared as though Colleen was like kind of like emotionally manipulating him. And I feel like the bulk of the content were in the DMs. And because she didn't really, she explained the story in a great way so that we could gain some clarity from an adult's perspective. But I wish that she would have delved deeper into the DMs. Why she said these things, girl. Did you really tell this young man all of the details of your divorce like he said in his video? Why would you be telling like a 13, 14-year-old the details of your divorce? And then Maddison and Mom Tribe, I want to flip the script real quick, right? So as a parent, my kid is not going to be accepting underwear from let's just say Colleen's like 25, 26, 27, 28, a mid-20s grown woman. Like, you get what I'm saying? The minute that package would have come from my child's care and I would have seen that, and, you know, he would not have been going to Miranda shows. I believe that in the young boy's video, he said he had gone and had lunch with her, something where he had a lunch and the mother was standing outside. She wasn't like, girl, if that was my kid, he wouldn't be a fan of Miranda or Colleen. He wouldn't be going to lunch with her. He wouldn't be going to Miranda shows. So my question to you, Mom Tribe, is where do we draw the line of your child's interaction with their idol? You get what I'm saying? If let's just say, for example, if this weren't Colleen, if this were someone even bigger, if this were Christina Aguilera, would you continue to let your child interact because it's Christina Aguilera, or would you be like, oh my God, this is inappropriate? Let me pull the plug on this.
No, and you bring up a really interesting point. You bring up a really interesting point because I've thought about this in regards to, and this is nowhere near the same thing, but just you bringing this question up made me think of when I watched the Leaving Neverland documentary on HBO, the new one about Michael Jackson, where like literally the parents are interviewed and they talk about how, oh yeah, like I knew they were going to hotels and I knew that they, you know, I think it is so interesting, and you and I aren't parents, so it's hard for us to know. And we also grew up with involved moms who would never have let this happen. So I feel like you and I literally can't even fathom what this is like to be a parent and be like, oh yeah, go have lunch with this older person and like whatever, like enjoy, because like no way in a million years would my mom, who's literally in the house right now, would let me do that with a man that I idolized. Like, absolutely not in a bajillion years.
Can I tell you what it appears like, Maddison? I want to be honest with y'all. I don't believe, although it is wrong, I don't believe that Colleen was trying to be weird and sexual with sending the underwear. Colleen and Miranda as a character, they're silly. That's what she does, whatever. And it's wrong and it's weird and it's creepy. And I feel y'all on that, right? Where I feel icky is, and this is what she didn't exactly address all the way for me, was, Colleen, I don't want to say that you were grooming, because we know that's such an aggressive thing to say. I don't want to speculate that you were grooming, right? But I want to ask the T Tribe and Madison Hill, is it fair to say, well, Colleen, you were giving all of these intimate and personal details of your life to this young child in order to potentially down the line manipulate him into giving you that content? You get what I'm saying? It's like, oh my God, Colleen loves me so much. I would want to help her. You get what I'm saying? I'm such a fan of Miranda. Girl, let me get in that. Let me help you, girl. Let me help. And of course, she's like, well, of course, I'm giving them all this information. Of course they would want to help me and help Miranda because I have a child. I have all of these other things on my shoulders, brands probably reaching out. I have my own business. The weight of it was probably a lot for her and she needed the help, but I wish that she would have gone a completely different way about getting the help, whether it was from the fans or from someone she just hired. You get what I'm saying? There's college students out there, Madison, that have been following Miranda for years and could have easily done what this young man did. At the end of the day, you don't need to be having no one on your team that's not getting paid. Try out or not. That's how I feel, Madison.
Right. And you and I feel very strongly about that. Getting paid for your services. Courtney and I have been in situations, and it's very important. And I feel like when people are young, they're easily taken advantage of. In that aspect of like, oh, well, don't you need experience? It's like, well, yeah, I need experience, but I also need to be paid for things that I'm doing. I want to read from the chat a little bit, Courtney, because people are answering your question to the Mom Tribe. Yeah, Lee said, I wouldn't let my kids ever be like that with anyone. Jamie said, as parents, we have to monitor our kids on the internet. Crystal said, this whole situation is gross. And then Katie said, I love Colleen, but this is just so crazy. Yes.
Lady T-Joy said if it was a grown man sending undergarments to a young girl, he'd be charged. Lady T-Joy, oh my God, you're absolutely right. So, hey, what makes the situation with Colleen and this young man any different is now the question.
No, you guys are completely right.
And whether she meant to or not, everyone is accountable for their actions, especially female to male. Y'all are saying, Colleen, girl, you was wrong for that. Mother's Load said just wrong.
And this doesn't necessarily mean Colleen is like this horrible person. She made a mistake, and we're just saying, like, you have to take accountability for your actions. And I think she's trying to with this video, but that's not necessarily enough for some people. And you can still like Colleen, that's okay.
She played around with the vegetables on the plate of the table. She didn't really get into the meat of what was going on. Like, everyone focused on the lingerie, but the part was that it appeared emotional manipulation with the young boy in the DMs. I wish she would have addressed that and said, Mom, girl, go over there. We had a business to save. I wish that she would have given us that if she were in the right. Now, if she's in the wrong, that might have been why she said, we ain't talking about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But if she's in the right, I wish she would have been like, girl, I need to clear my name, and that's that.
Exactly. We have Lakeisha in here. My mom still does the same thing to me. She's monitoring my Facebook because I have a fiance in another state. I'm 22 years old. BAFTA Girl said he was too young. It was inappropriate. And then H. Berry said, I agree. She did something wrong, but she's still a good person. And I also think, too, the fact that she's a mother, and she is a mother to a son, you know.
Keisha said it wasn't a one-off mistake. She continued the relationship with the child. That is ridiculous. How do you feel about that, H. Berry 777? Because H. Berry said, I agree, she did wrong, but she's still a good person. But she did it more than once.
Right. She also took responsibility for a couple other things in the video, too. One was a video that her and her sister made 14 years ago where there were these Latina characters portraying inappropriate stereotypes. This resurfaced after she recently did a video with Todrick, who is one of my all-time favorite creators.
Yeah.
They're really good friends, and they were talking about racism today in America. So people brought that up, being like, yo,
what about this?
Right. And then she also addressed another video she posted forever ago. I believe she said 9 years ago. It was a long time ago, where she was making fun of a large woman that she sat next to on an airplane. She also acknowledged that, you know, completely inappropriate. She's growing. She's learning. That's pretty much how she ended the video. So those were the main things that she apologized for and addressed.
So where are we now, Maddison? How do you feel about Colleen overall and T-Tribe? How do you feel overall? If you had a child, and if you do have children, would you allow them to enjoy and participate in Colleen's brand and her content? Colleen and or Miranda?
Here's the thing. I never understood Miranda Sings. You know me. It's just never something I've been able to understand. And that's just me personally. That's my own personal taste and opinion. I have never understood that at all. So for me, that would probably be a no, because I'm just like, what are you watching? Okay. I think that I would struggle. Honestly, as a parent, I think I would struggle. I would struggle.
Emma's comment?
Yes.
Emma says she made a mistake. Let her grow. She didn't sit up there and cry like some people. What can she do from now on if we can't let her grow? T-Tribe, Maddison? How do y'all feel?
We can let her grow. We can let her grow, but while you're letting her grow, I think it also, people are entitled to the opinion and the right to decide whether or not they want to be along for that ride. I think everyone's entitled to deciding if they want to watch that or not.
People can forgive, but people don't have to forget. You get what I'm saying? So if people see the situation and feel like Colleen is still a good person, but still decide I'm not going to watch her, that's fine. But you can also feel like Colleen is a good person and I'm still going to watch her, and that's also fine. That's why we have the discussion, y'all. So we can see all sides.
Exactly. And this was a fantastic discussion, by the way, you guys.
Yes, girl.
I love how we were able to all share our opinions. We all had differing opinions, and this is exactly why we have the morning tea for topics just like this. And it was a great discussion. So you guys, thank you
I
so
agree.
much. But we do have to move on and talk about some couples therapy. That way we can get to this
Okay.
Tristan Thompson news. Kicking things off with Rob Pattinson, my favorite.
Okay.
He is on the cover of the recent issue of GQ, and he took
Ooh.
actually the self-portraits himself, which I thought was very artsy and impressive. But the reason why we're talking about this is because fans think that he confirmed his relationship with Suki Waterhouse. They've been rumored to have been together since 2018, even engaged earlier this year. Neither of them have ever said a peep about being together. But in this interview, he mentioned that he's not quarantined alone. And so people are like, there it is. We got a little taste that they might actually be together.
I'm sad. I
Why are you
don't
sad?
know and I don't care about Suki Waterhouse. Robert Pattinson used to date FKA Twigs, and that was a couple I really stood behind.
He did.
Now you need to go on and do Batman and go and get your woman. Now stop it. I mean,
he talked about he is back on his eating plan, because remember we had that report where like he was struggling. He's back on his eating plan. He's working out, so he's gonna look good in Batman.
Do you want to be Bruce Wayne or do you want to be unemployed? That's what they told him. Now they said you better stop it. This is the one time they said put the damn fries down. They said it, the studio. I know they did. They said stop going out there and telling people you're not working out.
He eats tuna out of a can with Tabasco sauce, and I was like, that's dedication. Dedication. Right. And Wesley, thank you. Shout out to Wesley. Wesley said he could be a Hill, but he's acting dumb. And thank you, Wesley. I agree. Wesley. He could be a Hill.
It's time for you to be Batman coin.
Thank you, Wesley. This is why we stand. This is why there is a Wesley Wednesday. Thank you, Wesley. Yes. Okay, you guys, let's move on and talk about Sophie Turner and Joe Jonas. So Sophie Turner was recently spotted on a walk with Joe Jonas in LA, and she has a full-on baby bump. She cannot hide it anymore. Although they have not come out and confirmed the news themselves, we do know now there is a baby coming. So now my question, do you think Joe and Sophie's baby is going to play with Gigi and Zayn's baby? Like, is this the new generation of celebrities?
Probably, and I'm here for it. I love it. All of y'all hang out. We need more music, more reality television shows. We need more parenting books, more cooking books. We need it all. I love it. I support it.
I agree. I'm here for it. I love it. We love Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner here on the T. We think that they're a great example of a positive young celebrity relationship. So I saw this news pop up and I was like, oh, Joe and Sophie, they got to make the docket so we can spread the tea, the positivity today. We need it.
That's good news. That's good for them.
I know. I agree. I feel like we needed this with the Tristan news to kind of like offset our nausea reflexes, you know, just in case.
Help me, Maddison.
Yes. I know. Okay, let's move on and talk about Ariana Grande. So you guys remember that Miss Ari confirmed her relationship with Dalton Gomez at the end of the music video with Justin Bieber. We were all freaking out. We all loved it. Super cute. Well, now we have a new report from Hollywood Life that's sharing why Ariana decided to confirm her relationship, because, you know, originally she wanted to keep it a secret. But a source said that Ariana confirmed the relationship because she knew her fans were catching on and she wanted to be the one to confirm the news as opposed to somebody else. The source said that Ari chose to do it in the video because it felt organic and it wasn't like a big production. And then a separate source shared that Dalton is a good guy with no gimmicks. The source said, quote, Dalton isn't going to be a star. He's just a normal guy with lots of confidence, and that's a turn on for Ariana.
I mean, that's cute, I guess. But, I mean, she didn't say it first.
I know.
Because we said it first.
We did say it first.
Not there, Ari! Sorry, bro.
We did say it first, but...
We caught you all in the bar and we found out your identity. Snitch alert! Here we are.
But,
sorry, Ariana.
I guess she kind of took control, but not really. We kind of totally let the cat out of the bag on that one.
We snitched and Scooter said, those damn tears! And we would have got away with it too if it wasn't for the he and she of tea. That's what Scooter be like in his office.
Literally.
Again.
I'm dying, but no, you're exactly right. Exactly right. And honestly, speaking about Scooter, now we got to talk about Justin and HAILEY, you guys. So if you love Justin and HAILEY news, give this video a thumbs up. If you love Selena and want to represent Selena, give this video a thumbs up. Start getting your emojis in the chat. So Justin and Hailey, you guys, this stylist and host of her own YouTube show, her name's Natalie Manuel Lee. She has a show on YouTube called Now with Natalie. She is sitting down with Hailey for a new 4-part series for the HILLSONG YouTube channel. Hailey is going to get real about her marriage with Justin. And in the trailer, we see Hailey talk about how after they got married, she was picked apart to a level she never experienced before. She said that social media is an alternate universe where you, quote, show the best and hide the rest, which I did like that quote, by the way. But she said on social media, everything looked like it was gravy, but then she would be in bed crying at night. And like I said, it's a 4-part series, and it starts on Friday.
Maddison, quick question. T-Tribe, quick question. Do we think that the Biebers are purposely oversaturating us with positive Hailey PR because she's really trying to do her own beauty thing, like with her full chest, or what? It just feels very build-uppy to something. And I hate to do this, but it feels as though, if this is true, speculation, not confirmation, allegedly, if she were building up to a beauty thing, that it would obviously be to rival Selena's Rare Beauty. And I promise I'm not even trying to be messy. This is just truly what I think and what I feel. And it's a little strange if it's true. Sorry.
No. I agree with you. It's one of those things where, like, and you and I have said this before, it's like if Hailey is going to do that and go that route and, you know, start this beauty line and rival Selena and all of these things, and like you're going to do it, then do it with your whole chest. I just don't like the thing of like, everyone's mean to me on social media. I was picked apart and like it's so terrible, and you know these people create these theories and da da da, and then you're also going out to create a beauty line, and then you're gonna be shocked when people compare it. It's like, if you're gonna do it and that's the plan, then freaking start doing it now and start being petty and start making that your brand.
I would rather she do the positive PR now and then take a break during the summer. Like, when is Selena's Rare Beauty coming out?
This summer.
Do we know? Do we have a date yet? This summer? Let Selena do her stuff in the summer, and then she could come debut right before Christmas for the holiday and snatch the holiday coins, and then it won't be too much of a comparison because we already would have gotten comfortable and or familiar with Rare Beauty, and then it's no drama that way in terms of they're trying to steal each other's life. Months will hopefully have gone by. You get what I'm saying? If she came in like November or something, October.
Exactly. So Cherie says she plays victim after being a petty berry, and I'm so sick of it. There's no way I'd buy anything from her or him. And then Felicia said they got married like forever ago, and I agree. I think the shock value of Justin and Hailey getting married is, I mean, you guys can let me know how you feel, but it's over for me. I'm not shocked anymore. I'm like, yeah, this is our life. I mean, we've been calling her Hailey Bieber for over a year now. Like, that is over. That's done. It's kaput.
We're familiar now. So fine.
Yeah, I do agree with you guys. I can totally see how you're getting frustrated where it's just like, we get it. The beginning of your marriage was tough. Nobody liked you together. Nobody liked you. Everyone compared you to Selena. Like, there's not really any more quotes you can say that are going to make this storyline interesting. Like, you've said, like,
what else you got?
They say you can also tell that these answers definitely have been crafted because Hailey has said the same thing about social media over and over again. Like, I'm writing a long story about her that's coming out on Sunday, you guys, a little teaser. But just like, even in British Vogue a year ago, she was like, social media is a toxic place. Most recently, we heard again, social media is terrible. Now here she's saying social media is an alternate universe. Like, it's all social media's fault, but like when social media can work to her benefit, she has no problem making it a toxic place. So it's very confusing.
Yeah. Everybody plays a part. Do you get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Social media ain't the downfall of your mental stability. You get what I'm saying? There are other factors at play, and you need to name them.
Exactly.
Because it's a little tired.
Exactly. I want to shout out Ashley. Ashley said, I'm jumping up and down right now that I finally caught this live. OMFG. Hi, Ashley. We're so happy you made it live. Yes, and you made it just in time. We're getting into the car Jenner tea. We're talking Kylie, Kim, and Kanye, and all this Khloe and Tristan mess. So you guys turn your volumes down for
car Jenner tea time. everyone in my studio, which is no one.
Hello. Okay, the first thing we're talking about, real quick, you guys. So Kylie recently showed off her stretch marks on Instagram, and everyone is praising her for it.
Oh, she's just like us.
She's
Shout
just
out
like
to her.
us.
Okay. Everyone, you should love your stretch marks. Don't let anyone tell you that they're ugly, because they're not. I guess
Oh no,
that's what I can do with Kylie. Like, girl, who cares
no.
about Kylie? But y'all need to embrace some stretch marks, okay? Period.
We all have them. We all have them.
Oh yeah.
If you don't, I don't know. You must be an alien because, damn, that's impressive. You must have never gone through puberty. I don't know what to tell you. That's
Oh.
amazing. But no. So of course, but you know, I think when a card Jenner does it, it's like, oh my God, yes, they're just like us.
Natural, yeah. Kylie. Oh yes, her stretch marks, tigress, Kylie.
Which we love. Kylie is like one of our favorites, and we do praise Kylie a lot. But
yes.
Okay. We can stop praising people for showing off their stretch marks because we all have them. Shout out to Natalie. If it's that toxic, close your accounts, Hailey. And Natalie,
Okay.
T right there.
Yes, Natalie.
T right there. Yes. Okay, let's move on and talk about Kim and Kanye, you guys. So, new report from Us Weekly. Source said that Kim feels like she needs some space from Kanye. They went on to say, quote, she's trying to be a great mom, focus on law school and her work commitments, and it's hard to do all of this without Kanye helping as much as he can. The insider went on to say that his, quote, super controlling nature hasn't been easy to handle, and Kim reportedly feels as though he's trying to impose his views on her life. I'm just saying some shenanigans are happening because this is like now the 78th report we've had that they are not doing well in quarantine.
Maddison, that's because Khloe and Tristan is coming to a close. We got to open up the next couple series of stories for the show. So that's Scott, number 1, Kim and Kanye, number 2. Kendall is going to magically fall in love with some man, I'm sure. Number 3, and then there's a season, right? A couple Kris Jenner antics that no one's going to watch, and that's a show. Kim, who cares? Honestly, I don't care. Single mothers do it every day, and they're superheroes. I don't know why she's complaining. Mothers, I hope that y'all don't hear this and relate and feel like, oh my God, Kim is a savior, because all of you watching and listening to this are way stronger than Kim Kardashian. So Maddison, to that, I say, Kim Kardashian, shut the hell up. That's how I feel. I have to be honest.
Also,
every time
I'm
you
laughing.
Update and about being a mother, I feel very much, shut up, Kim.
Cherie said, LOL, as soon as he made her cover up her body, I knew they were about to go through it. And that just made me laugh.
You had on them 3XL church suits on, looking like Easter Sunday. Maddison, good night. Good night and go.
Exactly. And also, Yasmin, I see your comment about Kendall. And let me just tell you, that has been a theory that has surrounded people for a very long time. Do you see it, Courtney?
Okay.
That is a theory, Yasmin.
I know, but I know what they're talking about. And that ain't none of our business, but we'll see.
That's none of our business because she has said that she is not, but just know, Yasmin, Courtney and I see you. We see you. I'll say that. We see you. Okay, let's move in and get into this Khloe Tristan news. We're kicking off with this Khloe pregnant with baby number 2 situation first. People woke up today and now are just jumping on the bandwagon of the morning tea. Hello to all of our new friends. Welcome to the place that has been theorizing. Yes, click the subscribe button, click the notification bell, click the thumbs up. Welcome. We are the place who has actually been thinking this for about a month now. So, hi, nice to meet you. Join our tribe. So, people are pointing out that Khloe and all of the recent pictures she's posted on Instagram are all from the waist up. People are thinking that the full body shots that she's posted are old and that she's posting them to throw them off. She did post a full body on her Instagram, but she's wearing a robe, so people kind of felt like she's trying to hide something. And then she also posted earlier this week that Kris sent her donuts that she can't resist. And if you remember, this happened on Keeping Up the first time she was pregnant too. So now people are just on the bandwagon that she is preggers.
And people are also going off of the fact that the mom thing that Tristan and True got for her was pink. So they're like, oh my God, Chloe's having a girl. Oh, Chloe. Maddison, how I feel very indifferent, right? I feel like after Jordan Girl, you took us through all of
I
that.
love that you just used a Taylor Swift quote. Your Taylor Swift quote?
Yes, God, I do feel different about her. To be honest.
Yeah.
But I feel like at what point do we say, well, the girl, if you love rolling around in the garbage, then be the garbage man? You know what I mean? Because I feel very much like Chloe is the garbage man hanging on to the garbage truck, except she doesn't want to pick it up. She just wants to roll around in it. And if the little piggy wants to roll around in the garbage, then we should allow her to do so. But that doesn't mean that we won't be hanging out in the stable, pointing and laughing. Because absolutely, I know I will.
Exactly. And essentially, that's what's happening online. Like, the tweets this morning were hilarious. It was all like the gif, like the person putting on their clown mask. And it's like Khloe Kardashian, like, being pregnant with baby number 2 with Tristan, or like people putting on clown noses. Like, all of those things, like, that's essentially what's happening, where people are just floored that this is even a storyline, that this is even a rumor. And then, of course, you have some of the positive people who are like, if Khloe is pregnant again, just let her be a mother. Leave her alone. It's her life. And it's like, yeah, it's her life, but she chose to live it in front of cameras. So unfortunately, we all can share our opinion. I'm not saying it's right to be all over Twitter, but you and I, this is our job, so we definitely can be up here and talking about it. But
and also, Maddison, let's keep it real.
Let's
not act like Chloe's not enjoying it, the good and the bad. You get what I'm saying? Because as a human, we're like, oh my God, Chloe. But as viewers, as a business person, we're like, oh my God, all of the engagement. Did you get the clicks that you wanted, Chloe? Did you get the likes? Did you get the engagement that you were looking for, honey? Because I'm sure you were looking for it. This thing was trending all over my Twitter timeline this morning.
Exactly. And this story is literally going everywhere. I'm laughing because now I do the morning tea on my laptop so I can see my text messages, you guys. And my cousin, 2 babies at home, and he always like texts me on big entertainment stories, and I literally just got a text that said, Maddison, exclamation point, is Khloe Kardashian actually pregnant? And I'm just laughing because it's like, he only keeps up with sports, so I know he's texting me about it. Like, this is how big this story is blowing up today. Shout out to my cousin, 2 little babies at home, a new baby girl. But I know, I want to shout out. It just cracked me up. I'm like, okay, now I know this is actually going everywhere. If he texted me about it, darn. Okay, Jersey Girl Day said, oh my goodness, Courtney, you are spiritually charged, intuition at its best. And he really is. Really, really is.
Jersey Girl Day, thanks, you guys. It's really sweet.
You guys are talking about the tweets. Music Lover said, I'm on Twitter right now, dying at the tweets. It really is absurd. She did freeze her eggs. That is true as well. And then KYLIE said, Khloe thinks Tristan is changing. How sad. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Yes. But let's talk about this Tristan Thompson potential other baby mama thing, because this could be a major piece of information.
Can I say something real quick? Listen, if you've made it this far in the video, this is the story that you want to hear. This is the Tristan story with the DNA that Maddison about to let y'all in on. Please give this video a thumbs up because, y'all, this is some real hot. I might got a refill. That's how hot it is. Hold on, man. You go on ahead, Maddison. I'm going to pour the tea some more. How good it was.
Okay, so this is some serious tea, you guys. This initial report is from Gossip of the City, as you stated earlier in the show. So now a third woman is claiming that Tristan Thompson is the father of her son and that he took a DNA test in January because she was bringing him to court. So this woman allegedly obtained Lisa Bloom and her firm as her representation. A little backstory for you guys, because this is not in any of the reports. Lisa Bloom was the one who initially represented Blac Chyna in her revenge porn lawsuit, and now her and Blac Chyna also do not work together. Please keep that in mind
Lisa
as
Bloom
I continue
is also representing Nene Leakes right now, Maddison.
Yes.
But I'll let you continue, girl.
So Lisa Bloom is like a very well-known attorney in Los Angeles when it comes to celebrities. So according to this woman's receipts, and she has text messages, she has documentation between her and Lisa Bloom, she has DMs, papers from the DNA facility. Like, this woman, I cannot lie, the receipts did not come to play. This woman claims that Tristan may have used a DNA company that he personally knows and has a connection to. And this company also allegedly has a link to the Kardashians. So this woman is saying, we cannot trust these DNA results because Tristan knows these people, and I believe the Kardashians are tied to them as well. So this woman also shared text messages between her and Tristan where she accuses him of using Khloe and Chris's help to avoid taking responsibility. He keeps trying to deny it. He's like, please leave Chris out of this. Please leave Khloe out of this. It has nothing to do with them. But they are mentioned in the text messages. And what's interesting is Lisa Bloom has now dropped her as a client. Lisa Bloom said she did not feel like there were means to go after Tristan Thompson. Lisa Bloom's company did not want anything to do with it, which I also think is interesting because I think the Kar Jenners also have a tie to Lisa Bloom, hence why she no longer works with Blac Chyna as well. This woman has reportedly obtained new counsel, a new attorney, and she plans on making Tristan take a second DNA test. This time they're trying to get it mandatory at a neutral location that, just a judge chooses because of all of this. But it truly is very interesting, you guys. The receipts that this woman has are compelling. I can't lie. They're very compelling.
Maddison is Tristan. You remember that show back in the day when we was younger? You all the weakest link. Goodbye. I think Tristan is the weakest link in that entire Kar Jenner circle. Weaker than Malika, Chalika, Khadija. Weaker than what's her name out there? I forget what her name is. She's so irrelevant. Larsa. He is the weakest link. He's the one that's gonna let the commoners get the bag. And it's gonna be on Jenner dime, on Chrissy's dime. Oh my God, Chrissy gonna pay for this baby, and they trying to get out of it, Maddison. Like they don't have all the money in the world. Like they can't father 25 more kids and still be fine. That's pennies. Now Chris put $75,000 away for this baby to go to college and say, "Girl, go away." Come on, it could be so simple. Pay the women and tell them to go away with an NDA and call it a day. Now we know. And now me and Maddison gonna make mess out of this. Come on.
I know. I agree. And my thing is, if he really felt like he was not the father of the child, I don't know why he wouldn't have just basically let her and Lisa Bloom do what needed to be done. I think if you are innocent and you have no ties, like obviously these two definitely hooked up because he's clearly scared that like he spread some seed somewhere and it's coming back to bite him. Because you don't pick your own DNA facility if you at least don't know that you slept with this person at some point. So to me, I'm just like, if he were innocent from the beginning, we wouldn't even have this story because it would have happened quietly. It would have happened at a neutral location. It would have come back negative and it would have been over. But clearly, this woman is not letting it die. She did write in a DM, I believe it was probably to Gossip of the City, that she can't talk about really it anymore. She can't, they have the receipts that she posted when she was angry, but she can't give any more information because that she has a new lawyer, and the new lawyer is like, do not post anything on social media. Yeah. We can't have any slip-ups. I think especially if you are going against the Kar Jenners, you have got to be tight when it comes to your evidence as an attorney. But to me, the evidence is there. I think it will be very interesting to see what happens if he has to go through with the second DNA test.
You know what has to happen, Maddison? And I know the T-Tribe is very much going to agree. And I know you're going to agree as well. This is not a case for us. This is not a case for the Kar Jenner, whatever, the doctors or whatever. This right here is a case for the Maury Povich. Now, we need to get Maury on the line immediately. Yes, ma'am. We need this young lady, Kristen, and Khloe on the Maury Povich stage. We need a cameraman to chase Khloe into the backstage when it is revealed that he is the father. Maddison, could you imagine what that would look like unfolding on the Maury Povich show? Are you kidding me? Oh, Maury,
honestly, no. It would be... I completely agree. Janice said, I don't doubt they hooked up, but maybe he just isn't like this kid isn't his. And I think that's true. But then my thing is, still did some shenanigans with the DNA test. And either way, you need to find out. Like, at some point, you're going to have to answer to this, regardless of if he's the dad or not. He has to take the DNA test. Like, they have to figure this out.
He would just take the test anywhere, at any time. It wouldn't have even gotten to the text exchange like that. If he was really like, this is not my kid, I'll be like, girl, where? When? The drive-thru? Oh, okay. Make sure you have everything ready. And you know what I mean? It just appears as though he's trying to hide something. And Maddison, let's be real. I can understand from his side being like, yeah, I hooked up with her, but she could just be trying to get my money and the Kar Jenner money.
Right.
You never know.
Either way, the DNA test is crucial. It's crucial. Yes. Natalie said he took a DNA test in January. Khloe, wake up. Yes. So reportedly this first test did take place in January, which is why they obviously want another one now. I also think it's very convenient that right now Tristan's protected. He's quarantined with Khloe. Yeah. He is in that Kar Jenner circle probably more so than he was before both cheating scandals.
There's a child
involved. In it. There's a child involved. He's protected, and especially if Khloe is pregnant again, you can bet your bottom dollar that, at least I believe, the Kar Jenners will do whatever they need to do to protect Khloe from going through another public scandal.
That's fine. It's not that none of that is our way, so we'll be here to talk about it. It's fine. Don't worry about it, Khloe. Don't worry about it, girl. We still gonna talk about it right here on our little corner of the internet. Don't worry about it. We gonna let the T-Tribe know all the inner workings. Oh yeah. We need to have
I guess for me, I'm just still pretty mind-boggled by the receipts and even just the correspondence between Lisa Bloom and this woman. Like, Lisa Bloom straight up, her firm sent her a letter that was like, we totally understand where you're coming from, and we do find it very important to uphold people to this law, but like, we cannot pursue this matter against Tristan Thompson any further. It is just all, and I guess maybe for me, the fact that she at one point repped Black China and then they had a falling out. It's just, it is all Lisa very
tired. I don't want none of them problems. Where is like, like a celebrity that, like she said, now Scott is something that we could handle. Who done sent the picture? Lisa said, no, we can find that out. This with Chris and Khloe is too close and it's too hot. And girl, no. Lisa said, girl, give me a Nene Leakes. You get what I'm saying? Stop talking about Monique Leakes. I'll send some paperwork over. And that's it. You get what I'm saying? 1, 2, 3. This is too much. This is a headache.
Yeah, exactly. I do have a question for you. I see you guys all going off. Olivia said the fact that Khloe has still not seen the mess Tristan is producing, Lord help us. Completely agree. And of course, there is also a chance this woman could be clout chasing and wanting money. I saw that as a comment too, and that they might not have hooked up and might not have had a child together, and that is entirely possible. I just think that if you are going to hire, high-powered attorneys and really take the legal fight, and spend that much money that you might not have, that's a pretty ballsy move to just do for some clout, because we're not even, her name has not been mentioned once.
Maddison, this is literally a who's that? You get what I'm saying? This is like if something like this happened in Future. We were like, who's this woman? So-and-so Robert said that Future fathered her child. This is very much one of those situations. And like you said, lawyers are not cheap. So if she was like, one of us and she ain't got no money, she's really taking a big gamble by trying to secure her baby's bag by doing all of this. So I don't even think that this is for clout, Maddison, honestly.
I mean, I'm not going to just go to court for fun. Like, I also
am not just gonna have Tristan's baby and not get no coin. Now, someone better call Chrissy.
True. Now, I do have a question for you before we wrap up. If speculation, not confirmation, it comes back, this third child by a third mother, it is Tristan's. Khloe, allegedly pregnant with baby number 2. What does she do?
What she does is she calls ABC, NBC, ESPN, Hollyscoop, the Fumble, not even us. You can't touch this. The Fumble, because Tristan's gonna need a job, right? Eventually. He's gonna need to be putting on somebody's blazer talking about sportscaster. So I imagine that Chrissy will make some calls, because Tristan doesn't need to be on reality at this point. He needs to be somewhere with a teleprompter, in and out, and don't say nothing else. Not even opinion based. He needs to be like objective and read the news and then get off the set. Good night. Night night.
No, completely agree. You guys, this is definitely something we're going to be following. I don't think this will be the last we're hearing of this. In my opinion, I think more is going to leak. More is going to come out. We will keep our eye on it for you. We'll obviously keep our eye on Khloe and everything too. I want to shout out Wanda. Thank you, Wanda. Shout out to all of the new friends that we made today, you guys. Thank you, Tea Tribe, for sharing this video and getting the word out about the morning tea while we are having our quarantine edition. You guys are literally the best. Thank you so much. Please continue to follow us on social media. We got Instagram, Twitter, we got TikTok. Courtney and I also have our own individual YouTube channels as well. Please go find us. You can find Courtney at Courtney Revolution, me, Maddison Hill. Please subscribe to our channels as well. We would appreciate it and love you for it. You guys also show Hit It Leo and Shambong Dave lots of love on social media too. Hit It Leo made sure all of this happened for us today. So give him extra love. Every day he helps us. You guys, then we'll be back tomorrow for Thick Thursday. We'll see you guys at 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll see you guys then. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Now, wash your hands, Leo. You better wash your hands and send a man. Wash your hands. Better wash your hands.